let you know how it was.
Good. With Frankie is back. We just got home and I'm like, Frankie doesn't usually have a tag on his ear. But that's Frankie. Date night. Yeah, she's not supposed to be in here. She doesn't seem that bothered by him though. Hubba hubba. Oh, at least he's got some company tonight. Oh yeah, that'll impress her. Poop right next door. Oh boy. We have another stray who has been hanging around outside the camper and is now outside the cat cabin. It's really cold the last couple of nights, so just put some food out and a bed.
2 beds.
Yeah, 2 beds actually. Yeah, I put the other one over here up on top of near the camper because, yeah, yesterday when we looked, there was all these little kitty footprints on here, and I did hear him calling. I just honestly assumed it was one of ours, but it's not. So I guess this little fella is trying to find food. He's hungry for sure. It's okay. These antics this morning. What's happening? It's cold this morning. What are you doing? They came running from the back of the field and now they haven't settled down since. Something must have spooked them up there. It was Coop moving day today. We decided it was time. They destroyed this part of the ground. So we moved the coop way back onto some fresh grass, and then we built this little exercise pen. Now they won't be in here unsupervised because we just have way too many hawks and predators. So we just made a little makeshift pen here so that then I'll be able to let them out when I'm outside working, and so I can watch them, so they can get a bit more grass, and that way then you get more bugs too, but they won't, you know, scratch up the ground so much, so we don't have to keep moving the coop so often because it's not that easy to do. We have a sick daisy duck at the moment. She had what's commonly known as a vent prolapse, which means basically that her egg laying part, which is the vent, through the vent, has came outside the body. So, as gross as this sounds, I've actually had to soak her. We soaked her with warm water. Hey. And then I had to use Vaseline and witch hazel. Vaseline was for reinserting like the vent bag. it was pretty grim. And then I had to use witch hazel to try and get all the muscles to retract. So that's what we've done this morning, as well as moving this. And we were just praying that it's enough to help her, that maybe would have got to it in time. I'm not sure. I'm treating her actually with herbs and essential oils to try and counteract any infection. So we're just going to have to hope for the best here. And then if I walk back out here, our other big project today was the round pen. There's basically, the horses just stand here and poop all day, and so we really didn't want to keep, you know, adding to that because it's not that easy to drag anyway. But we wanted to decrease their area for where they're standing. They really only need to be stalled for the farrier, so we've built basically 3 stalls. So Tough will now be able to just come into this one to eat, and then Annie will come into this one that has the gate, and then we've got this nice little pen here for Dusty with his corner feeder, which then which Tough is coming in now, and then we'll be able to put a hose across there just to keep the big guys out. Hey buddy. Oh, are you serious? What was I just saying to you? He literally came in here to poop. Nice job, Tough. Unbelievable. So the other guys are outside eating hay and not causing trouble. So this will be better now. It's all dragged, and it just turns into mulch now at this point, but at least it's not going to be quite so much of an area that they crap up, really.
What you watching, Zoe? What are you watching? Oh, now I get it. What are you doing, honey?
I am trampling down hay and manure mix in what will be our one little raised bed.
Temporary raised bed.
Thought this would be nice fuel for the roots. The rest will be manure and soil.
Oh, that's what goes in there.
Perfect timing.
Thanks, Tough. Good times. Hey, Dusty.
Come get you. Come get you. Go. Go on. Oh. Oh. You ready? Go. Go on. Go on. Are you good?
Zoe's out here playing with us. Honey, the pens look nice.
They seem to like them.
Yep.
Annie's a little nervous. She's not too sure of change, but still good.
Hey, Boogaloo. Get her, Zoe. Get her.
Oh no. Is that all dirt for you? Are you good? Are you good?
You're a good girl, Zoe. You're a good girl. You're a good girl.
Tommy moved the solar light over to the new horse pens, which it looks so much nicer and cleaner. Got one little raised bed set up. Yeah, it looks really good.
They got one facing that way, straight
Yeah, it's nice. It's going to keep that whole area lit up at night, which is nice and safe because we hear a lot of coyotes at night here. I mean, there's a whole pack of them like across the street somewhere near the groves, and it's they're loud. They're super loud. Just gave hay to the horses. They get a good solid flake in the morning, solid flake in the evening, along with their grain, and then and their treats. But we're also trying to give them extra hay depending on, because the temperature's been kind of weird. It's just going up and down here, so some nights we've got warm, mild nights, and then other nights have really been very chilly for Florida. So we're just having to give them peanut hay, which is much higher in protein. It gives them a nice boost and keeps them warm. They seem pretty happy. I like this new setup. We have our new solar light up there on the gate, and it's really nice for them at night. They seem to feel very safe over here, and I have noticed they're not pooping in here as much as they were in all this whole round pen area. We just really needed to get this to grow back into grass. Right, Zoe? You good girl. You good girl. Yeah, so hopefully this new setup will work better. Plus now we can actually just close off that little entrance over here, across here, and that way then Dusty gets to eat in peace. We put up his new corner feeder. Well, it's not new, it's an old one that we've had for a while. We just managed to dig it out of the storage shed. But so far so good. I'm happy to report so far, 3 days after I had to fix a prolapsed vent in Daisy. Daisy Duck is the one over here. This is Daisy, and this one's Poppy. And so far so good. She's been acting fairly normal. She's a little quiet, but she's still eating, drinking, moving around. She has been swimming too, so we're kind of cautiously optimistic. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet. We know that there's still, oh, Dolly, tyrant. You know, there's still chances of infection and things going on, but so far there's been no relapse, and she definitely seems like she's still doing okay. So I've opened the door today to see if they'll come out into the run, see if they'll notice the open door and be able to go out on the grass for a little while, stretch their wings and move around. So he's chilling out. Just noticed the door's open. Like, oh, this is different. Oh, this is exciting. There you go, girls. What do you think? Figured I'd let them out while I'm here watching. So we do have a lot of hawks around here. A lot of birds of prey, and actually I just saw one right out by the horses. So I'm just going to keep an eye, and hopefully with me moving around and throwing hay and things, they'll be safe for a while. But Poppy just realised she can come out, go look for bugs. Oh. Dolly, don't be mean. Yeah, some happy birds. Come on, Daisy. definitely a little slow at the moment. She could possibly be fighting some infection, but we've been trying to treat that with lavender and oregano oil, and actually a bunch of mixed herbs too, because there's a lot of different herbs that you can give ducks and chickens that are beneficial to their health, things that they don't necessarily get in nature, because our guys don't free range everywhere because there's just too many predators here. We are right on the woods, and so there's no telling what's in those woods. We hear a lot of coyotes at night yipping and howling. We see hawks all day long, so we really just don't want to lose our babies. All outside now, filtering the bugs and the mealworms. Oh, Dolly, you're such a tyrant. You're so mean. As you can see, Daisy's actually doing pretty good. She really does seem very bright. Outrunning Dolly all the time too. Daisy's over there with Dolly at the moment. But, I mean, she's moving around pretty good. Happy babies.